Welcome, dear Judicial Service aspirants. From this session, we are initiating visit for self-evaluation of our preparations and attainments and progress of our preparations up to the stage. For it, as a first step, we have to visit update exercise of our dictionary. Each one of us are maintaining our own dictionary. Each one of us are conscious our dictionary needs regular update. With each and every day, we are progressing. We are having more and more insight. We are having more and more ideas. We are having more and more information. And we are having more and more insight as to how we have to have our regular evaluation. And the first and most necessary step in this direction is updating of our dictionary. Our dictionary is our index. It is index of our knowledge. It is index of our comprehension. It is index of our preparations. Index as to how far we have yet to cover more and more. For it, we have to have update of our dictionary. We shall add new and new values and features of each and every word, each and every phrase, each and every judgment, each and every clause which finds mention in our dictionary. Today, let us have a visit to following set of 37 words. First amongst this range is justice. Let us begin how much we know about the term justice. Then second term is judge. See the degree of difference, the degree of equality, the institutional placements, why justice is the designation of a judge. What is the qualitative difference, if any, for justice and a judge? Like that, we have to visit justice, judge, judicial officer. What qualitative difference is there? What legal difference is there? What statutory insight is there in designing, designating, coordinating, and retaining these distinct terms, justice, judge, and judicial officer? What is common? What is different? What is the purpose for which these three distinct designations have been retained for our justice delivery system? Justice, judge, judicial officer, and presiding judge. Justice, judge, judicial officer, and presiding officer. The presiding judge. These five terms, added with officers of the court, go on sequentially having fine ladder of the values of the court, the presiding officer of the court, officers of the court, judge of the court, justice in court as judge, presiding officers and officers of the court further take us within the practical functionality of our justice delivery system. Our justice delivery system not concentrating only upon the presiding officer, but upon the whole group, whole set, whole lot of the officers. Liar of either party as well is officer of the court. Public prosecutor officer of the court. Therefore, the legal responsibility, legal powers, legal status of officer of the court vis-a-vis presiding officer as a judicial officer, presiding officer as a judge, presiding judge as a justice. These are terms, institutional, conceptual based terms. Behind each of these terms is an institutional base. Therefore, while we shall be updating our dictionary, we shall be giving full expression of our insight about these conceptual terms, these legal terms, these terms in respect of the individuals who are institutionalized, in respect of the institutions they are personifying themselves. Then the institution, court. It is the court, the institution. Court above the officers of the court. It is distinct than the presiding officer of the court. It is different, but at the same time parallel with the justice, judge, judicial officer, presiding judge, presiding officer. This set of 7 terms deserve to be glimpsed. The features and values of this range of institutional conceptual terms deserve to be imbibed. Let us express ourselves fully. Let us distinguish this ladder of reservoirs of values. These all are part of just delivery system. We have Supreme Court, we have High Court. So courts, Supreme Court, High Court, then officers of the court, presiding judges, presiding officers, judicial officers, judges. This makes a very big chain, 9 steps. This 9 steps long ladder deserve to be comprehended distinctively. This distinctive comprehension of ours of these 9 distinct steps of judicial ladder deserve to be expressed. Let us express ourselves fully in our dictionary and let us regularly be through it. Let us regularly update it. It is this regular updating exercise which is going to be a real expectation of expected degree of preparations on our part, blessed with the grace of justice goddess. Then presumption of law. there are conclusive presumptions, there are rebuttable presumptions. What is burden of proof? What is onus of proof? What is justice as per law? What is procedural justice? What is substantive justice? What is adjudication? These terms, presumptions of law, conclusive and rebuttable presumptions, burden of proof, onus of proof, justice as per law, procedural justice, substantive justice, and adjudication. These This set of 9 terms make another ladder of our justice delivery system. The first ladder of 9 steps: justice, judge, judicial officer, presiding officer, officers of the court, Supreme Court, and High Court, is a very foundational ladder. Then another foundational ladder is presumption of law, conclusive and rebuttable presumptions, burden of proof, onus of proof, justice as per law, procedural justice, substantive justice, and ultimately, justice delivery system is meant for adjudication. These both ladders are parallel ladders. These are not replaceable. Both are there. Both are distinct foundational layers of justice delivery system. Justice delivery system is meant for adjudication. For adjudication, we require both these ladders: justice, judges, judicial officers, presiding judges, presiding officers, officers of the courts, Supreme Court, High Courts. The second ladder, presumption of law, conclusive and rebuttable presumptions, burden of proof, onus of proof, justice as per law, procedural justice, substantive justice, and adjudication. It is another ladder. Both ladders are essential, foundational, functional reality. It is this reality which reflects and manifests as a judgment. It is about the decision. And then these judgments as decisions are the index of our justice delivery system. These are the flag points: judiciary, justice delivery system, decisions and judgments. Ultimate, the outcome, outflow of the whole process are the judgments. Judgments are what judgments. Therefore, all said and done, as an end result, as an end fruit, is the conclusive outflow of the justice delivery system, judgment. Art of writing judgment, art of deciding, art of concluding, art of conveying, everything is here. It is the ultimate index. We are preparing for this assignment. We, judicial services parents, are in fact preparing ourselves for writing judgments. Judgments are to be the manifested forms of decisions, conclusions, understanding, insight, and all what we comprehend, and all what we have an insight about. Therefore, to be good judge would mean delivering good judgments. Good judgments are not only the written paragraphs. Good judgments are good decisions, and good decisions means justice delivered as an institutional system, as judiciary. Judiciary is what it delivers. Judiciary delivers justice. Justice delivery is what are the decisions. Decisions are as these vibrate within the judgment. Therefore, while updating our dictionary, we have to be very, very sensitive. We have to be very, very conscious. We have to be honest. We have to be truthful in our expressions. Let our dictionary speak for us. Let dictionary be index of our intelligence. Let our dictionary be the index of our truthfulness. Let dictionary be the evaluation flag mark of us. This way, we can go for the judicial proceedings evaluation, justice, judgment, decision, all what precisely have been the background of the judicial proceedings. Judicial proceedings are many times having interconnected quasi-judicial steps as well, recording of an evidence, oral evidence, documentary evidence, statements in court, statements on oath, affidavits, solemn declarations, verification of pleadings, counter affidavits, presumptions of truth. This is a very, very big ladder. We have to be along its each and every step as a conscious step. Each of the steps of this ladder are the real steps. Let us see how much, in which way, of which degree our comprehension index values are there in respect of these steps of this ladder. Judicial proceedings, quasi-judicial proceedings, evidence, oral evidence, documentary evidence, statement in court, statement on oath, affidavits, solemn declaration, verification of pleadings, counter affidavits, and presumptions of truth. Each and every step of this ladder is the real degree of justice, quality. Quality justice is to be gauged in terms of these steps of judicial proceedings, quasi-judicial proceedings, evidence, oral evidence, documentary evidence, statement in court, statement on oath, affidavit, solemn declaration, verification of pleadings, counter affidavits, and presumption of truth, appreciation by us. It is the appreciation of these steps which will make or mar the decision. It will make judgment to be as per law or not. It will make the judgment to be of qualitative difference. The qualitative difference of the judgment is ultimately to be indexed in terms of these steps of judicial proceedings, quasi-judicial proceedings, recording of evidence, appreciation of evidence, may it be oral evidence, documentary evidence, statement in court, statement and oath, affidavits, solemn declarations, verification of pleadings, counter affidavits, because each and everything is to be having certain chain of presumptions of truth. These presumptions of truth fulfill the gaps. It is only in terms of presumptions of truth accepted by the law which will fill in the gaps. It is this exercise of filling of the gaps as per presumptions of truth of law which will justify the vesting of the judicial sovereignty in each court. Each court exercises sovereign powers, and these sovereign powers ultimately mean the exercise of filling in the gaps as per the presumptions of truth accepted by law. Judicial sovereignty and judicial jurisprudence become the source reservoirs. Let our dictionary be sublime values reservoir. Let us be truthful. Let us express ourselves fully. Let us update our dictionary. Let us enrich ourselves by the values of our dictionary. Thank you very much.